here at Ventura Townehouse, and we'd like to thank you all for coming. Uh, and let's start our presentation. I'd like to introduce to you Amanda Ralston.
Hi, everybody, and thank you for coming. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't like to be stuck behind this podium, so I like to move around a little, but alrighty. So welcome and thank you for joining us. Today we're going to talk about navigating senior living communities. So why are we here? I'm going to provide you with information on the different senior living community options, provide clarification on the similarities and differences between those different options, and also explain our business to you and let you know how we can help you through this process. So knowledge is power, and I'm going to fill you full of knowledge today. So let's get going. So we're going to discuss the power of choice, independent living communities, assisted living communities, memory care communities, boarding care homes, and skilled nursing facilities. I added boarding cares and skilled nursing facilities just because sometimes there's some confusion on those as well. So the power of choice. What is a choice? A choice is the right or ability to make a selection. So I have a choice. You all have a choice in this matter. It is also an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. So it can be a noun or a verb. It's something you can do as an action, and it's a choice as a noun. So the power comes into play when you take action and make a decision. Why is the power of choice so important? It allows for autonomy. You have control over your decisions. It allows for better mental health. When you're making your own choices, that creates better mental health. There's more satisfaction in your life. You're more engaged in your new environment when you're the one making these decisions, and there's more fulfillment. So overall, choice contributes to a higher quality of life, in this case, by aligning your living situation with your personal preferences and needs. So next we're going to have a video here, and this is Dr. Ellen Langer. She's an American professor of psychiatry at Harvard University, and she's going to give us some food for thought on choices.
Rather than waste your time being stressed over making the right decision, make the decision right. Randomly choose. Now, you can randomly choose if you want an Almond Joy or a Snickers. Nobody's going to care, right? But it's this is the hard part to swallow. It's the exact same thing about getting married or not, taking the job or not. You can only live one life. If there was some magical way that I could live a life as somebody who's had 3 kids and live a life as somebody who has 1 kid and somebody who hasn't had kids, maybe I can make a comparison. But you don't have that available to you. So I say to my students, so let's say, should you go to Harvard or should you go to Yale? So they made a decision to go to Harvard. So let's say it's terrible. They screw up royally. And they say, oh, I wish I had gone to Yale. There's no way of knowing that Yale wouldn't have been worse, better, the same. Mm-hmm. And that's why regret is so mindless. Because the choice you didn't take, you're presuming, would have been better.
Okay, so the takeaways from her are basically, in this situation, the best thing you can do is educate yourself, make a decision, and then make that choice your right choice. It all has to do with your attitude, and if you view the glass half full, it's going to be half full. And if you view the glass half empty, that's going to be your reality. So it's educating yourself and then making a choice and going with it. So loneliness. Loneliness is something that we hear a lot about whenever we're talking about our senior community, unfortunately. Loneliness is linked to many negative health outcomes in older adults. It increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure. It also increases likelihood of cognitive decline. It's like kind of the old adage, when you're not using something, it starts to deteriorate. So if you're not engaging, using your brain, exercising that, it can start to decline. It also contributes to higher levels of depression and anxiety, as well as overall increased mortality. So, addressing loneliness is crucial for overall mental and physical well-being. This is a little video that proves a point about that.
You have no messages in your mailbox. You have no messages in your mailbox. You have no messages in your mailbox.
That's just kind of a cute little video that shows, the importance of engaging and the importance of community. So, how do we combat loneliness? We use your power to choose on your next steps in life, and we help you find your community, whatever that may look like for you. So, let's jump into the different types of senior living communities. Independent living communities. Independent living communities are for active and independent seniors who do not require assistance with activities of daily living. So, activities of daily living, otherwise known as ADLs, as we call them in the medical community and the healthcare community, that basically means if you're able to take care of yourself and all of your needs within the day. Are you able to bathe yourself, dress yourself, brush your teeth, comb your hair, kind of take care of your hygiene needs, as well as your meals, your medications, those kind of things. So those people that are able to do all that on their own are considered for independent living. What does independent living look like? Living at an independent community looks like either apartment-style living, villas, like here at the Townehouse, they have villa-style living, condos or townhouse-type units. These units typically feature a kitchenette, private bathrooms with safety features, and emergency call systems. There are also common areas included in all these communities, such as lounges, libraries, activity rooms, and outdoor spaces. Also, pets are typically allowed in all these different types of communities. Different communities have different rules and regulations around pets and require different fees that go along with pets, but typically pets are allowed. And what I always like to point out about independent living and these communities is that they are maintenance-free living. So that takes away your yard work, your cleaning, all those things that you still have to do on a daily basis to maintain your home and maintain your life. I recently met a lady and she's 92 years old, and she kept telling me, I just can't wait to retire. And I kept looking at her like, what does she mean? And she's like, all this housework, all this laundry, I just need to retire. And I was like, yes, you do. You deserve to retire at 92. So that's what these communities offer, maintenance-free living. All of these communities offer social interaction, which, like we discussed, is very important. There's restaurant-style dining, like you see downstairs here, where you engage with others and share meals. There's exercise classes and wellness programs. There are different walking groups. There are different aerobic exercise activities and schedules for every day and every month. There are recreational activities daily like art classes, crafts, cocktail hours, and entertainment. There are outings. There are outings to the grocery store, outings to lunches, to go out for walks, and shopping outings. So there's typically, like the Townehouse here has a van or a bus, and they have outings scheduled throughout the week that you can leave the community and go out into our bigger community and enjoy yourselves there as well. There are also events like holiday parties, trips to outdoor events, and events to bring in new residents as well. What type of services do these communities offer? All of them offer all your meals. All your meals are covered. Like for here, it's down in the dining area. You get to enjoy all your meals. There are also typically snacks provided in the common areas throughout the day. Cleaning is included. So typically cleaning is done once a week, and they'll come in and do mostly like floors and bathrooms, the kitchen area. They will do more in-depth cleaning if you ask them, and there might be an added fee for that. It does include laundry for your linens and your towels, and those are done once a week as well. They usually want you to have an extra set of linens for your bed, so they can come in and take your linens that need laundered and remake your bed for you, and then every week switch that for you. There's a hair salon, usually a nail salon also, where you can pay for services as you would like those. Maintenance is always included. So here, for instance, there's a full maintenance staff. You never have to worry about hanging your TV or moving your picture, or if something's not working, they will come and assist you. There's security. All these communities are very secure and very safe. They typically lock down at night, not to where you're like stuck, but to where you need a fob or you have to ask to get in and out, so that people aren't coming in at any hour of the night. There's transportation as needed. Like I explained, there's typically a van, and also some communities have a car that if you have doctor's appointments or if you have personal things that you need to do and you schedule that with them, they're able to help you with those things. There are also typically care options as needed, a la carte style, at independent living communities. So if you need something specific, there's home health that usually can come in, or physical therapists at these communities, and you can either run those through insurance, Medicare, or pay out of pocket for those services. So a little recap on independent living. It's for those individuals that are independent with their activities of daily living. And moving on to assisted living. So assisted living communities are for seniors who require varying levels of assistance with activities of daily living while still maintaining a level of independence and high quality of life. So what does an assisted living community look like? Assisted living is typically apartments. Those are studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms. There are also sometimes like suite apartments and shared rooms available. Here at the townhouse, there's also the villa option, and that can be for assisted living as well. And I don't believe the townhouse does any shared rooms, so that's not an option here, but other communities have that if that's something someone is wanting. These communities also feature, again, the units actually feature kitchenettes, private bathrooms with safety features, and emergency call systems. One thing that I didn't mention about the townhouse is there are options here in the villas and the tower that have full kitchens, which includes an oven and a stovetop. So that is an option. That's pretty rare in most of these communities. As an independent living community, Clearwater also has full kitchens, but that's something that all your meals are provided, so that's not something you necessarily need. The common areas, again, include lounges, libraries, activity rooms, and outdoor spaces. Here at the townhouse, they offer independent living and assisted living, as well as memory care, which we'll discuss here in a minute too. Assisted living communities, the services and amenities are very similar to independent living, actually pretty much the same. We'll look at those real quick. The social interaction is very similar. You have restaurant-style dining. You have exercise classes and wellness programs. You have recreational activities daily, outings, and events. Assisted living services. Meals are included at all assisted living communities. Cleaning is included. Again, like I explained, it's typically they'll do floors, bathrooms, and the kitchen area, and not necessarily dusting all of your personal belongings, but potentially can if that's something that you needed. They do laundry, which again includes the linens and towels, and there are typically other laundry services available if you want all of your laundry done for you. There's hair salon and nail salon, which is you pay for the services as you need them. Maintenance is always included. These communities are very secure. And transportation is included as needed, as long as you schedule with them ahead of time. So what makes assisted living different from independent living? Here's where we get into these details. Assisted living has personal care services. So based on your needs and your preferences, this is determined at the time of an assessment. So whenever you're ready to move into the community, they will provide an assessment and they determine which level of care that you need. This is something that they do in collaboration with you. For instance, if you want more care than maybe they see that you need independently, like say you want more help with like your bathing or clothes or things like that, you can bump up maybe a level of care, or if you think you can do more on your own, they may bump you down a level of care. So that's something that's kind of done in collaboration at that stage. Medication management is part of assisted living. If that's something that you need, they will help you organize medications, bring your medications to you when they're due, provide reminders and assistance with all of your medications. There's also 24-hour staffing at assisted living communities. So there's staff 24 hours a day. There's typically, you either wear a lanyard or you have a call button in your room. If you need assistance, you can press that anytime, day or night, and somebody will come and assist you. So the recap on assisted living, separate from independent living, is these services right here: the personal care services, the medication management option, and the 24-hour staffing. So next we have memory care. Here at the townhouse, they also have a memory care area. Memory care is specialized communities designed to support individuals living with dementia and Alzheimer's. What does memory care look like? Living at memory care is more simplified. They offer studios and shared apartments. The features of these units are private bathrooms with safety features, shared bathrooms in a case of a shared apartment, a basic room to create a safe living environment for these individuals. So basically everything's pared down a little bit to make it a safer environment for somebody with dementia or Alzheimer's. The common areas still include a dining area, outdoor spaces, and activity areas. And really the goal of these communities is just a very safe and secure environment. The services at memory care communities are very specialized and tailored to cognitive needs. These include memory enhancing activities, structured routines, and therapies designed to engage cognitively and emotionally. So staff in memory care facilities are really trained in dementia care and Alzheimer's care, and they really cater to that population well. All the activities and the routines are really catered to those individuals at that time in their life, and they do a really great job in these types of communities. They're very safe and secure environments, like we explained. And I want to explain real quickly the townhouse. So here at the townhouse, their memory care facility, I don't know where I'm at in comparison to the building, so I won't point that way. It is separate from this building that we're in here, and it is very unique, especially in this community of Ventura County. There's no other memory care that's quite like it. So the way that the apartments are set up is they are all individual apartments and they all open up to the outside. Every unit has a patio or porch area, and it really just gives a feeling of a lot of independence and a lot of autonomy. The whole community is then fenced. So basically all those apartments open up and there's a walkway that goes around and people are free to walk and roam about as they would like, but they're still safe and secure. There are beautiful trees down there. There's a lot of nature. The birds can come in and out. So it's very open, which gives that feeling of a lot of independence. They also have their area that's the communal dining and an outdoor area where they have a lot of activities and things as well. So it's a really neat memory care. If you've never toured one, it's worth taking a look at. So boarding care homes. Boarding care homes, otherwise known as residential care facilities for the elderly, or RCFEs, probably most of you know them as boarding cares. They are 6-bed residential homes tucked into neighborhoods. So they're similar to a memory care facility in that their licensing requires them to be locked, and all medications are locked within these facilities. But they are just a home in a community that's tucked away in a neighborhood. They are for seniors with high care needs requiring full care around the clock. Services at boarding cares include full care. So at this point, full care looks like potential feeding assistance, bathing assistance, incontinent care. All meals are provided. And basically, it's a home that this individual lives in that they have care for everything they need. Here, we're going to take you on a tour through a community with my husband, Aaron.
Hey there, Aaron Ralston here. I'm at the newest residential care facility for the elderly that are known as a boarding care. This one is located in Ventura, California. The name of the facility is Home Sweet Home number 3. Check this place out. There's no residents in it. It just opened. I'd like to show you around. With all the care homes, there's always a front desk to where you need to sign in. They check your temperature, a few flyers, and of course some hand sanitizer. We'll walk through it and I'll try to explain the best I can. As you make your way through the hallway, you're going to enter a dining area. This is where residents come together and share a meal. This is one room right off the dining room. These are 6-bed residential homes, meaning there's 6 residents per home maximum, 2 caregivers throughout the day, 1 caregiver awake at night. Those are state mandatory minimums. Here is the living room. Here's the caregivers for the home. They're waiting for you. A great place to sit, gather, watch a movie or a show. We'll start in the back. So this is one of the larger bedrooms. This bedroom here does have an exit door to the outside. This is for someone that needs more care or is bedbound or on hospice care. Right over here is a large bathroom. The bathrooms here are going to be shared bathrooms. So with these homes, all of the medication management is managed and locked and put away. With these homes, these have curbless showers to where a chair could just slide in here and then the person can bathe. They could help bathe the person. Grab bars throughout the showers as well. Here's another bedroom. This one kind of opens up as you step in. Here's the back patio. Nice place to sit, covered from the sun. This does open up, and then for small little walks to just get some fresh air, you can step out into the back. So every resident does have their own bedroom. And then if we go on the other side of the entryway, there's a couple more bedrooms. So there's 6 bedrooms in this home. Bedroom here, another bathroom over here, and then we have another bedroom here. So if you're interested in this property or any others, my contact information is here. Thank you for watching.
That was his little video for Instagram, so that's why he's giving you his number. So that just shows you what a memory care facility or a boarding care facility looks like. That way, if you've never seen one, you know, sometimes you hear stories and now you got to look through one. So moving on to skilled nursing facilities. I just added in skilled nursing facilities because sometimes people get confused between these different communities and then where does skilled nursing fit into all of this? Skilled nursing is different in that medical care is provided at skilled nursing facilities. They have 24-hour medical staff on staff and available at all times. There are licensed nursing staff, therapists, and doctors that round at skilled nursing facilities. They are able to manage complex health conditions. They can administer medications, and they typically help you recover from a surgery or hospitalization. I wanted to point out real quickly, rehab facilities are also another thing. Rehab facilities are different than skilled nursing facilities. Here locally in Ventura, we have a rehab facility that's part of St. John's Regional Medical Center. And then there's one up in Thousand Oaks at that hospital as well. The difference between a rehab facility and a skilled nursing facility is that rehab facilities provide the rehabilitation services like physical therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy 3 times a day. So it's very intense rehab. So if you were in the hospital and had a surgery, or you had a bout of illness and you needed rehab to get you back up on your feet, and you qualify to go to a rehab facility, that's what you're looking at. They look similar to a hospital. You're in like a hospital bed, but you're given therapy 3 times a day in each of those: physical therapy, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. That's typically 3 hours of therapy a day. A skilled nursing facility provides similar care. They can give antibiotic therapy if that's why you're at a skilled nursing facility. And they also provide occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical therapy, but each are just given once a day. So it depends on what your diagnosis is and why you are required to go to one of these, which you would go to. But also you have to be able to perform the therapies at a rehab facility to go to the rehab facility. Just wanted to provide a little clarification there. Typically in skilled nursing facilities, Medicare covers for up to 100 days per benefit period. So it's not unlimited, but usually it covers most people's needs. And then you can also choose to pay out of pocket or use long-term care insurance if that's needed to cover a longer stay. Ideally, what skilled nursing facilities are used for is to get you back up and going to where you can come back to your normal home, whether that's an assisted living community, independent living, or back to your home. Local skilled nursing facilities, we have Coastal View that's right out front here. Victoria Care Center is another skilled nursing facility here in our community. There are a lot of them, but typically if you need to go to one, you're allowed to choose. So choose a good one. Okay, so back to our independent living, assisted living, and memory care. What does the process look like once you choose the community that you want to move to? First, you're going to place your deposit. So when you go and look at the communities, they typically show you what rooms are available or what units are available that meet your needs. If you're looking for a 1-bedroom and you want a view of out here, or if you want a view of the mountains, you can kind of tell the sales and marketing person what you're looking for, and they will show you those units that are specific to what you want. The units that they show you are what's available at that time. If there are other people, prospective residents that come and view that room after you and put down the deposit before you, you're out of luck. So if you find a room or a unit that you want and you feel comfortable in and you know you want to make the move, the right thing to do is put down that deposit and hold that room for yourself. Those deposits are typically completely refundable. So if you go home and have a change of heart, it's something that can be adjusted. But it's important to know that those specific units come and go. So it's not something that just because you saw it 2 weeks down the road, that same unit's going to be available. Sometimes you get lucky and it is. The next step is a 602 medical entrance form. So this is a form or a packet of papers that you take to your doctor and they fill it out for you. Then you'll go through an assessment with the community of your choice. So each community does their own assessment of you, and that is to determine your care needs within their community. At this time or after that, they will discuss your care level with you and discuss the cost of that, and then give you an overall cost of what you're looking at month to month. After this, you will choose if you want to take possession of that unit. In order to take possession of the apartment or the unit that you're looking to move into, you will pay the community fee and then the first month's rent, and then that unit's yours and you are able to move in whenever you decide you want to move. Every community has a community fee, and that usually is just a one-time fee, which I'll tell you. So again, just to reiterate, the pay structure is the deposit that goes towards your total amount due, the community fee, which is a one-time fee, and then your monthly rent schedule. So here we'll look at the townhouse. This is a lot of information, but this is what the townhouse, what their fees look like. So based on, what type of unit you'd like to move into, that's kind of what their costs look like. And then there is that community fee, which is around $7,500, and that's a one-time fee to move in. The a la carte services, which I was starting to explain, say you're somebody that's independent, but maybe you had a knee surgery years ago and you struggle with bathing. So you just want assistance in and out of the shower. That's a service that you can ask for and just pay for a la carte per month. The assisted living care packages, here it comes in a number of different levels. So they have 5 levels here. And basically, after your assessment, they will determine if you just need medication management or if you need more help. And those packages start at, it looks like $675 a month and go the whole way up to $2,500 a month, depending on how much care you need. So care needs are typically reevaluated if they see a change in care needed. So you have caregivers that are coming in and performing the care. And if they feel like you're needing more care than what you're allotted at the time, they'll talk to you or talk to your family and reassess your care need. And that's at every community. Typically, when you first move in, they do that assessment. And then after 30 to 90 days, they do another assessment just because they kind of get to know you and know what your needs are. And that can go either way. Maybe they evaluated you too high and realized you're more independent. So they may bump you down a care level. Or the other way, maybe they realize you need more care. So that can change throughout the year and as your needs change. All right, so now I'm going to explain our business and who we are. So I'm Amanda, and I am a member of Ventura County Senior Transitions. We are a locally owned business that is here in Ventura. I and my husband live here in Ventura. Lisa, our counterpart, lives in Oxnard, and we have created this business here locally. This is us. So my name again is Amanda. I have been a nurse for the last 18 years. I've worked here locally at St. John's Regional Medical Center and in Camarillo for the last 10 years. My role within our business is I don't know why I have to look at this. I still think of myself as a nurse, and that's it. I'm a senior placement specialist. So if you come to us and are looking for the right community that fits your needs, I will help you find that. I also offer medical management. So if you are wanting help managing your medical needs, like going to your doctor, understanding what your care needs are in terms of those medical needs, understanding your medications, I can help you with those things. If you are going to undergo a surgery and want some assistance with getting to and from the surgery, having somebody advocate for you after the surgery, I can perform those things as well. A lot of times that's family, but sometimes family is busy or not local to you. So I'm like the daughter that isn't here, and or the daughter you never wanted. But I'll help you get through whatever that situation is and help you have good outcomes, hopefully. Lisa is our moving specialist. So Lisa has lived and worked here for the last 21 years and has done moving management for the last number of years. She specializes with seniors, so she is able to help you with the entire moving process. Aaron is our real estate guru. He's our real estate broker, and he helps you with all of your real estate needs. He's also really good with numbers, so he can help you figure out your finances and kind of figure out how you can make everything work and do it in a way that is simplified for you. He can explain it to you in a simple way. So why did we create this business? So when you're trying to figure out what you want to do in life or you decide to start a business, you want to find your passion and a problem to solve. That's the old adage. So what is our passion? Our passion is all of you. We like to serve the elders in our community and help make life less stressful for you. What are the problems that we're aiming to solve? Loneliness. We don't want to see you lonely and by yourself if you could be in a community and thriving. Fragmented services. So we aim to be a one-stop shop where we can help you with the process from beginning to end and take care of all those loose ends for you. The process can get very overwhelming because there's so many moving parts, and our goal is to help relieve some of the stress, anxiety, and overwhelm of this process by helping you every step of the way. We also are very reliable. We'll do what we say we're going to do, and we'll show up when we say we're going to show up, and we're trustworthy. So what services do we provide? We do senior placement assistance. So we will, if the townhouse is not the right community for you, we can help you view other communities in the area and find out what is the best fit for you. We are an independent company. We don't work for the townhouse. We work with the townhouse. We also work with all the other communities locally. So our senior placement services are a free service to you. The way that we are paid, I'll just be straightforward, is commission-based. So we get paid when you choose a community. We have contracts with every community locally, and we don't care where you go. We want you to find the place that's best for you. So we'll help you find that community if it's not the townhouse. We do love the townhouse and we think it's great. We won't steer you in any specific direction. We will help you find what we feel and what you think is best for you. We do the moving coordination, downsizing support, and management of all of that. So Lisa will come into your current home where you live and bring with her a blueprint of where you're moving to. She'll discuss all your furniture, everything that you want to move, and let you know what can fit and what can't fit. If there are things that you then need to get rid of, we can help you with that. She will help move everything for you. She has her own truck, her own small moving crew, and we do everything hands-on ourselves. She'll move everything for you, pack it up, move it, get you into your new place and set everything up for you so you can walk in and start living without having to unload boxes and figure all those things out. So we offer then help if you own a property and you're wanting to sell or you're wanting to maintain your property and lease that property out. Erin is a real estate broker. Lisa is also a real estate agent. They both have their licenses. Erin has been a real estate agent and broker for the last 20 years. He is a third-generation Ventura County resident, and he's a second-generation Ventura County realtor. So he has a lot of experience here and really knows the market well. And he does have experience with sale and also renting properties and property managing. We also provide, like I explained, medical management. If you want assistance with your medical needs, we can meet with you and discuss that and see what those needs may be. We provide senior education like you're seeing right here. Also on our website, we have a number of free classes that you can view. They're really short and simple. We talk about the difference in hospice and palliative care. We talk more in depth on the different communities. So there are lots of classes, and we're continuing to make those classes because we have fun doing them, and I think they help. And then resource guidance. So with our business, we have a lot of resources locally. And if there's something that we don't do specifically, we have the right people for you and can help you get that done. So what does it look like when you work with us? You'll call us, call us up and inquire. We'll ask a little bit about you, what your care needs are, what your budget is, and that's kind of where we start. And then we will want to meet with you and kind of do a more thorough evaluation of everything. We kind of want to get to know you, a little bit about your personality and just who you are and what you're looking for. And that really helps us help you find what's best for you. After that, we'll decide what communities you want to look at and set up tours at those communities. We will go with you on your tours and we'll meet you there or pick you up and take you to tour the communities that you want to tour. And then we can sit with you, compare your options, review costs, review contracts, and decide what community is best for you. Once you decide what community is the right fit for you, we'll start transition planning. So what does it look like for you to move? down to the nitty gritty. What things are you going to move? What's going to fit? What's not going to fit? We can take measurements. We can tape out the rooms for you. We can do everything you need to get the things that you want, hopefully in your new living environment. And then we'll actually do the moving process. So we will help you get moved from your old home into your new home. And if you have a property you need to sell, at this point, we can discuss what that looks like. If you want to rent your property out, property managing services, we can discuss all that as well. So once you're moved into your new place, we're still available for support. If you need stuff moved around, if you still have things at your home that you're wanting moved in, we can help you with those things. So what is the value that we bring? It's a simplified process. We're experts in these areas. We are a team, we work well together, and we can handle all of your needs in one place. We have your best interests at heart, and we operate with high integrity. So you'll be in good hands. Whether you're just better wanting to understand your options or you want to move tomorrow, we can help you. This is just a reminder that you all are very fortunate to be in a position where you have options and where you have the opportunity to choose at this stage in your life. In this line of work, we come across people all the time that aren't as fortunate and don't have the ability to choose or the finances to be able to have the wide range of choices that most of you have. So just count your blessings and be grateful. And then here we are. You have choices ahead of you and the power to choose. We want to come alongside you, empower you, and support you to prepare you to make the best choices for yourself. From myself and Ventura County Senior Transitions, as well as the Townhouse, we want to thank you for coming today.